Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well. Having a wonderful day on this 24th February 2025. Well, it still is for 25 minutes. 25 minutes and then we're cooking. I guess we're doing well. Today we're tasting one of the, well, I would almost call it a tradition. Well, I guess you could call it a tradition too. We're having tradition social tea biscuits. So like I said, this is such an important product for me. I mentioned I talked about the what it meant to me to have these cookies. They're not this one. I think they were no name. But the funny thing is, okay, so I'm gonna have to redo it. So I mentioned how important were tea biscuit were to have. So the importance of tea biscuit were these very bland cookie that had next to no taste, and they had next to no taste. However, if I had some, I was able to get coffee. In the coffee, I would put sugar, and that was the only way that I had to see sugar. So, I was raised. Well, I was living at my father's house. My mom also raised me, but a bit less because I spent more time at my father's house, right? And my father, although a smart man, I was a bit smarter, and he didn't think about hiding the real sugar because he knew I wouldn't take a spoon and take the sugar, right? Nobody would do that. However, in the coffee, all was fair. So you got the tradition Leclerc. Leclerc is a brand if you're French Canadian. If you're Quebecois, Leclerc, it's really popular. Tradition, I believe that those are the one that inspired the rest of the cookies. Um, so technically speaking, those cookies are more, well, I think culturally speaking, it's more British because there's a tea time, and if you look even in Italian, they have biscotti, which is cooked twice. Biscotti, twice, scotti cooked twice. Cookies. With this one, I believe this is and again 1905. So what I actually love about this is you putting the date. You should be proud of the date. You should be proud of the fact that those has been going on for 120 years, right? And what I really enjoy is and it's crazy because a lot of people will say, yeah, but your story, your product, and even on myself, if you look at my previous video, I've said that the product that you have, it should be speaking of its quality, not by its design, not by its history, but by what it is, right? But in this one, you've been around for 120 years. So they actually really push on that, which I kind of have a problem with because usually it's a, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. You wanna have a product that speaks for themselves, right? For sure. But then this product has an history, and that history is also something worthy. And then for me, of course, the food is the pleasure here. I don't care what it is. If it tastes good, it tastes good, right? However, in this culturally speaking, you're having a legit piece of history, and we had the Biscoff, which was very similar in time. So tradition, we have 1,000. So, five from what I'm seeing, right? We have the founder. That's the way he saw things. We have the second generation, was possibly his son. Yeah. Holy shit. François Leclerc, Donat, Leclerc. Wow. Wow. Their cookies with perfection transcend time. The cornerstone, family gathering a tall glass of milk or a hot, comforting beverage. These nostalgic moments remind us of the flavor we know and continue to love. This is our tradition. True classic in everyone pantry. Tradition 1905. Cookies summon our shared memories that brings us together and unites us. For a century, the Leclerc family has been passionately making cookie that we'll love. And as the tradition of excellence is passed down from generation to generation, you know, individual, just like grandma's secret family recipe. Wow. This is a piece of history. Yeah? I wish you were telling us. Wow. Fuck. As a French Canadian, this is exciting for me. There's a space here for you to destroy, but I'm not gonna destroy it because I'm gonna do this video in French. I should have done it in French, but I wasn't sure if leclerc was Quebecois or if Canadian. If it is Quebecois, I want to do it in French. If it is Canadian, I want to do it in English, right? To show a proper respect for these, and it's such a weird thing to say. Oh yeah, history versus the tastes, right? But um, it's nice. I don't know if it's nice, but it's complex because these are tradition. So before you even taste it, you got a hype version of this, right? Maybe a little package for school, for your job. But chances are, if you're satisfied with these, you're probably still in school because those are smaller than the shit I took this morning. So we have Leclerc Tradition. I love this one. This freaking go. The packaging is kind of special. Look at this plastic. And again, it feels like old plastic, but my mind is fucked now because we saw the 1905. So of course, in my mind, this is an old cookie. Something that it does. It's like holy shit. This is a an antique. I was looking for the word antique. Imagine. So the size. The social bar. I'm excited. Oh yeah. It's so stupid because there's next to nothing. It tastes white. Next to nothing. Now this is not coffee. It's juice. Well, not juice. It's water and Crystal Light. Totally different story. Dry. They're still good, dry. A bit watery. It's a dry cookie, which acts as a sablé or a shortbread. But at the same time, you have the full taste of the cookie in itself when it's wet. Because you have a different texture, you have a... So it should be pretty solid, right? Living it good. No. But then, that's to be expected with a cookie like that. Oh yeah, it's good. As far as social tea go, this is pretty good. Renting one of those bad boys a day. One of those bad boys worth 4 liters. Weirdly speaking, as a kid, I had the perfect method of eating them, and it was disgusting. But you eat one of them, you take the pastry that you do with your saliva, and it becomes almost this paste or this peanut butter consistency, and you put it in between two solid. You're like, it's disgusting, but it isn't because the texture of a dried cookie is what you want, and the taste of the wet cookie is what you want, and then you realize that you're supposed to have these one per bite. So instead of eating it, okay, so I got this wet, I eat the wet part and I keep the dry part. You put it in, you dip it in. You have the wet part, you have a hard part, and it's a collected mixture that is kind of nice. So pretty cool. I'm happy that we got to taste that. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.